welcome back to the news desk here on PopCultureNetwork.com. Today we're going to be taking a look at some of the things from New York Comic Con we didn't get a chance to talk about last week, including some of the stuff that happened after we filmed the show last week. Plus, there's been some other toy news and stuff that's been, released in the last week, so we'll take a look at some of that stuff as well. So what do you say we hop to it? No? Okay, we'll just do it then. No hopping. All right, first up, we got New Adventures He-Man was announced at New York Comic Con. For all of you New Adventures fans, that guy and that guy, you're the only two, you are going to get your chance to get this New Adventures He-Man. Now, the one thing that this does have that no other Classics figure has had before is a newly articulated wrist that allows him to hold aloft his magic sword. And so he will be the first to do that. When Mattel was asked about, are we going to re-release regular He-Man or Battle Armor He-Man or anybody with that wrist, they said right now they've got stock of the regular figures. If they all sell out and they're looking to produce some more, maybe they will in the future, but right now that's not really in the cards. As far as going forward, you may or may not see it on any figures from here on out, kind of depending on who it is that's being tooled. But there you go, New Adventures He-Man for both of you that actually care. And then next up, we got Clamp Champ, who is so awesome because he's got a clamp on his hand because he clamps stuff. And he's a champ at it, apparently. Castle Grayskull actually got some more news this week. First up, Toy Guru did put out this video. Did put out this video. Grammar, I'm great at it. Toy Guru put out a video showing the Castle Grayskull Vintage along with a foam mock-up of the new Castle Grayskull, so you can get an idea of scale of how much bigger this one is because it's actually made for your Classics figures. So there you go. You can see that it is quite a bit bigger. Also, he talked about some of the shipping problems people had talked about. If you had originally pre-ordered the Castle Grayskull early on, you were charged nearly $200 in shipping. That is not quite correct. It's actually only going to be a little under $100 for international shipping. Domestic still not that bad. But they actually sat down and figured about 20 pounds is what this thing is going to weigh. And so based on that, they've come up with the correct shipping charge. If you ordered early and you got overcharged, contact Maddie. They can roll that back. And from now on, anybody who orders will be charged the lower shipping rate. So there you go. Not as terrible as you thought before for shipping, but still mighty pricey. What else we got here? Oh, we've got the little thermometer. That's right, for Castle Grayskull. Because this is based on pre-orders, they have to get enough. They've put up this handy little thermometer. Right now, they're about at 25%. You can actually right-click on the image and open it. And at the end of the image, it'll say the percentage followed by 2 zeros. So this particular image that we pulled off this morning said 2,500. So therefore, 25%. Because, percent would be like 00 with the line in the middle. So 25%. 2,500, that's what they're calling it right now. So quarter of the way there, guys. If you want to see this happen, you're going to have to rally and get a bunch more orders. Let's see, the hoverboard. More information on the hoverboard. Okay, two things. We talked last week about people freaking out about the hoverboard. Toy Guru posted another video basically saying that the board is not 100% final. This is close to final, but it's not actually 100% final. And people were freaking out about how it looks, saying it's not 100%. And he said, this is pretty close to what it is, but not quite all the way there. But they do have the option now of canceling your pre-order. If you really don't want this and you're really upset about it, you can contact customer service and cancel your pre-order. And then there's no hard feelings about the whole deal. A couple things of note, though, is that apparently there were a couple different versions of the hoverboard actually used in the movie depending on the shot. So when you make a still shot of the movie and you say, well, this color looks a little different or this edge looks a little different, it may actually not be the same version as the one that they're basing this off of. So you got to be a little careful in which version of the prop you are actually looking at. On top of that, it does make sounds. It is motion activated. When you lay it flat, it makes a sound. It can tell if you're moving forward or back, left or right, make the appropriate sounds. And if you pick it up, tuck it under your arm, the sounds do stop. So it does have some neat functions, just besides the fact that, it looks like the one in the movie. As far as the lenticular sticker, still looks like you may be out of luck. Something that Mattel announced at New York Comic Con but weren't really ready to show off is this prototype version of the Huntress figure. They didn't show it off in their Q&A panel, even though they announced it, but they did have it sitting in the display case, and a couple people were able to snap photos of it. It is pending licensor approval, but I don't see any reason why DC would not let that one go. Looks pretty nice. Also, hidden among the Masters of the Universe Classics case, at some point Mattel snuck in this white crossbow. They tend to do that from time to time to get people interested and talking about what's coming next. This is the Hordak crossbow, but now in all white. So, question is, are we getting a Hordak variant, or are we getting a new weapons pack that will contain the Filmation retro classic white version of Hordak's crossbow, however you want to call it? That's going to be up to you to find out, but it's gotten people talking, so it has done its job. Walking Dead figures. These were not announced at New York Comic Con, I don't think. Maybe they did, who knows. But they're making basically Army Men figures of Walking Dead zombies. This is going to be $14, and no idea if $14 is only going to get you this small little assortment, or if there's going to be a lot more. This is just like maybe the original sculpts. You're going to get like 3 or 4, sets of these in a big plastic bag for $14. Who knows? For $14, it might be a little pricey, but they are about the size of regular Army Men, a little over 2 inches tall. So those of you who like having Army Men, you want an army of zombies, you can pick those up. Although, boy, $14, a little bit pricey. Sideshow Collectibles showing off their premium format Deadpool figure. This is a work in progress video that they posted on YouTube so that you can see kind of what it looks like. It's Sideshow, it's premium, it'll be expensive, but for those of you looking forward to it, it is a nice looking figure. We've got Angry Birds Star Wars. This is the early pack, now available at Toys R Us. A forum member at Toy Arc found this on the shelves at his local store. The box packaging is based off that early pack of Star Wars figures that came out, so you could basically pre-order the figures before they actually appeared in stores, if you remember that whole debacle, first big toy problem of the mass market era. Well, they do have this Angry Birds set available. And it does show off some of the other sets that look interesting, but, I mean, come on. Angry Birds Star Wars, really? I mean, you knew it was inevitable, but, oh, jeez. And then finally, minor spoilers here. If you don't want to be spoiled by anything in the new Superman movie, then don't watch now. Turn it off. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later. Everybody else. Apparently, bleedingcool.com has leaked out videos, promotional videos, showing off the new Superman toys. These are probably for toy investors or people who work for a mass market retailer buying for 2013. They're putting this ad out there to get people interested in the lines. But based off the new Superman movie, first up we have Exploders, which are basically little Superman figures with Stretch Armstrong arms, and you pull them and fling them, and they knock over Zod's spaceship, Zod, some of his henchmen, and there's a tank that can explode, whatever. You've got a Superman, you've got a red suit Superman, if you remember the old classic video game. Who knows if a red suit Superman's actually in this movie in some case, but whatever, there he is. But fans of the Angry Birds toys, like we just showed, like my son who loves all that kind of stuff, he'll love this. It'll fit right in with all that other stuff. But Mattel also showing that they've learned absolutely nothing from the Green Lantern movie figures, is continuing to make movie-based figures that no one actually wants, including these Flight Speeders, which are basically Superman and Zod in these posed with their arms up like they're flying. You put it into a launcher, you smash the back of it, and it flies through the air. Flight Speeders. They're great. Hey guys, I want to thank you for watching, but don't leave yet. We're not quite done. As you know, if you paid attention to the podcast that went up earlier this week on popculturenetwork.com, thatnewtoysmell.com, our own Nick Federico, Nick the Toy Columnist, was at New York Comic Con. He took some video of the Mattel booth, took a whole bunch of pictures, so we've put all that together for a little video montage, close out the show today. So if you guys like this, you can thank Nick the Toy Columnist for it. Make sure you check out Pop Culture Network for more great stuff. I'll see you guys next time. You know, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes in life you want a podcast that's uplifting, something that's intelligent, highbrow, learned, educated even, thrilling, moving. Sometimes, though, you just want our show because you're drunk and you got nothing else to do. That's why we are the Comaholics. Watch us every so randomly because we don't have a set schedule. Just here on INeedComics.com, part of the Pop Culture Network.
Where we get drunk for you.